G'day my friends, Marty Ware here from Marty's Garden Australia, and here to talk to you about, will the radical changes in climate change affect market gardeners and local market garden produce at local farmers markets? And I really believe that it will. After what's happened to myself and seeing what's happening through Australia and just what happened to the flower industry just over the weekend in southeast Queensland, and that was only just what I've done from some research. And I know some small-scale farmers around here in northern New South Wales that grow food for the markets. They would be suffering also. So the chances are that they're going to have less food to take to the local farmers market to around Byron Bay, Lismore, Brunswick, all that area of the Northern Rivers and other parts of Australia that have farmers markets that have suffered from these heat waves. So what does that mean? Well, it means everyone's got to bolt back to Coles, go back to Woolies, go back to their supermarkets. Maybe in certain other parts of the world, you're experiencing extreme climate change as well, and it's affecting the local farmers around your area. Now we've had this massive fresh food movement moving through the world, moving greatly through where I live, and I get awesome support when I do have food out there for the locals from the restaurants. But I had to close down. It just got too hot. And if I was selling also to the markets, which I don't do because I have to take care of my daughter and it's just too early to get up, take her to school and markets and all that type of stuff, just on my own. But if I was selling at the markets, I would be closed. And that means that the people that were coming to look for my food, that were regulars to come to buy my microgreens and baby greens and lettuce mixes and different plants and things, wouldn't be able to find me. So they've got to go back to the big supermarket chains. So what is the solution to this? Well, as agricultural horticulturists or gardeners or market gardeners or whatever you're doing, wherever you class yourself to grow food, at home, you need to find better solutions. This is not going to change. It's all over the news, especially now in Australia. We've got these fires everywhere. We've got these massive heat waves going through. We've had, yesterday was possibly, across Australia, was the hottest temperature ever on record on averages. And that went from 2015 to 2016 to 2017, 3 years in a row of record temperatures, which is just amazing. We're talking over 200 years of records of temperature change, calculating the temperatures through averages. And it's just been crazy. So we really need to, as farmers, as gardeners, we need to work together and come up with solutions. And some of the solutions are, you need to make sure that you've got enough water on storage, you've got enough water in the soil, you've got enough, if you're growing in containers, you need to have enough water, and you need to make sure that the containers aren't getting too hot and drying out. You need to be able to put sprinkler heads over your plants in the hottest part of the day. You need to be able to, if you're a micro farmer, be able to move plants quickly if needed from heavy heated areas to cooler zones. If you're vertical farming, you need to be able to pull down shade cloth when extreme temperatures coming, and you also need to have very strong structures because the storms are bigger. We had a storm here when I first moved in at Clunes, 135k winds, wiped out my whole farm on the third night, and it was just radical. And I expect that to happen again. If you're listening, you can hear my little bird Bobby when I whistle in the background. He's just cooling down because we spray him with a little bottle. He's a great little bird. And listen, so anyway, I don't want to get into this too much, but what I want to do is open a discussion down below for people that are growing food and experiencing this radical climate change. And no matter what you're doing, from someone growing on the veranda to balcony to micro farming to market gardening to just small backyard gardens, we need to take hold of our food security by creating methods where we can grow food sustainably through this radical weather. All right, so listen, I've gone on long enough. I want to hear from you now, and also I'm possibly, you know, I'm still going to be running my little series and things like that. But if this keeps moving in this direction, this will be some of the content that I will be bringing out to help people move through and grow through these and be sustainable through these extreme conditions like we're having in Australia. All right, anyway, I want to hear from you down below, guys. And have a great day. Happy gardening. And we'll see you at the next video real soon. Bye for now. Bobby says goodbye too. Hey, Bob. He's gone quiet. He's listening to me.